Hey, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to show you the kinds of fun photography topics that our members work on every month over at Viewfinder Mastery. So this time we're bringing you along on a fun urban portrait shoot that I did with my friend Luke, and it's the perfect opportunity to show you 3 key things to help you level up your own portrait shooting. Number 1 is the advantage of adding a little bit of off-camera flash to our location portraits, and how to avoid the flashed look. Number 2, we'll discuss a few helpful tips on getting cool, natural-looking poses with your portrait subjects. And thirdly, we want to get a variety of shots here, so we'll coach you on how we milk each setup to the max. So if you're looking for some inspiration and some helpful portrait photography tips, then you are in the right place. Okay, first things first, let's talk about the light. For this shoot, we've come to a fun, half indoor, half outdoor kind of location, and it's got kind of a gritty urban vibe. And while I love the background possibilities and all the great texture at this location, the light isn't always coming from the direction that I'd like. In this simple starting shot, you can see that the available light is murky, lacks contrast, and actually has a bit of a weird color cast. The shot doesn't look professional, but the good news is that it's a really easy fix. We just need to take control by creating our own window light, and we do that by putting a simple flash like this one up on a light stand just like this. Got my available light exposure. My picture looks pretty well balanced. Now all I'm gonna do is turn on my window and throw a little bit of light at Luke from the front. And when I work with a flash that's on top of a light stand, I only work in one mode, and that's manual mode. I don't do manual mode because I'm trying to be some kind of a hero. Manual mode is the easiest way to work when your flash comes off the top of your camera and goes on top of a light stand. To create some variety of poses and backgrounds, we're moving things along and trying different spots and different poses. And for this next setup, we're trying a sitting pose. And we're just continuing on that same theme before of kind of connecting our subject to the environment. So we've got a great little spot for him to sit on this old crane piece. I'm not even sure what it is. We're building on top of it by also kind of connecting him to himself. So what I mean is we're gonna kind of work with having one knee up and maybe putting a hand on top of the knee, or kind of putting a hand against the back of the head. We're just gonna kind of try to connect some things together. But I just wanted to show you that you can really get a lot of different possibilities out of one little spot if you just milk the situation a little bit, move around, try different compositions, and keep moving. Okay, I love the background at this last location, and there's a lot less wind here, so let's set up with some simple light. We started Luke off from kind of more of an upright position. He was more or less standing up, and I had my umbrella up nice and high, angled down. It was working out just fine, but then he went to more of a seated position, which was quite a bit lower than where he started out. So I took a couple shots without adjusting the height of my flash, and I realized pretty quickly that he had some, pretty deep shadows like in his eyes, and I couldn't see the light in his eyes at all. It was really easily solved by just bringing the height of the light stand down, and it was still, the light ended up above Luke, but it wasn't towering above Luke. And that helped get that light into his face, into his eyes, and those last few shots came out great. So there's a little taste of what we send out to our amazing Viewfinder Mastery members each month. So head over to viewfindermastery.com and become a member to start leveling up your photography skills today. Don't miss out, become a member, and we look forward to seeing you inside.